Okay, guys, finally got the motor done. This is a built bottom end motor with some parts in the head upgraded. I guess valve stem seals. Got a valve job. Basically stock cams, but um, this is a 2.2 L61 Ecotec. Um, this is the '02 to '06 version. Um, so this came in like the Saturn Ion, Cavaliers, Cobalt from '05, I believe. '07 they switched to VVT, but this is a non-VVT version. Um, this came out my 2004 Saturn Ion that you've seen on my YouTube page. So the mods I have on this engine right now um, are, we'll start from the bottom. The Eagle rods and Wiseco pistons. We got a billet oil pump gears from Boundary Pumps. Yeah, we got an AC delete on this thing. Got the new front cover on there. Cometic head gasket. Um, valve job. Valve stem seals are from Viton. Had the head and block decked. Um, what else? Step holder, step two-step holder spark plugs. Um, got a ported throttle body and a ported intake manifold. Um, I am running an aftermarket harness too. It is a standalone Ecotec harness. What you see right there is the relay box, and then this is for the transmission, which I'm running the F23 Get Rag. Um, really common transmission, the main one, and I manual swapped my Ion. I'll show the interior. This is a turbo manifold. I have a part that connects here with the V band. And the wastegate, external wastegate actually comes from there. My turbo is going to be mounted up top right here. The car is weight reduct. It is weight reducted. The car is built for boost, so it does have the low compression pistons. I did forget to mention it does have the ID 1050 injectors, and I'm running a red Saturn Ion red line harness that I basically converted to a harness that can work with my car. So I added the map sensor wires and changed a few of the locations on the pins so I could connect it to here. So it went from a 5 to an 8. Um, so motors basically, well, it is built for boost. So what I have built for boost wise is I have this right here, and this is my oil pressure location, which is where my oil feed's going to be for my turbo. I had to tap into my oil pan, and hopefully it does not leak, but this is where my return is going to be. I do have upgraded axles as well. So I got the upgraded axles from ZZP, and yeah. I do have a stage 2 clutch in here from eBay. I had to make a vehicle speed sensor connector basically because it wasn't inside of my connector here, which is going to be connected to my P11 tuned PCM bass tune. And it's from a Cavalier. The 2004 Saturn Ions came with a E16 or an E16A, which you cannot tune. So that's why I got the um, Cavalier PCM because it will work. Now I am using a throwout bearing from a Cobalt SS Turbo from 2010. You can bolt it on to the F23. Now what I did here, I'm using that elbow, which usually connects in there, but I made a bracket. I couldn't connect it down there because the way that this sits, the hole's in a different spot than on the F35, because this is an F23. They came in the base models, and the F35s came in the red lines and Cobalt SSs and whatnot. This radiator hose is from a LSJ turbo build, so I'm using that, and then a stock radiator on that side. My mounts are going to be stock. I do plan on hopefully getting based off the PSI, between 210 and 400 crank horse. Between 210 and 400 crank horse. So that's just determined by the PSI. I'll have another video of the vehicle. I did have to make a return, which I do have the part for the return that goes here, but that's loosely on there. I could take this off, but my return part that I'm putting on here is not on yet, but this is where it is gonna be. I'm running an AEM fuel pump. Fuel system's upgraded. This is actually this is a thermostat housing from an LNF. So this is a Cobalt SS thermostat housing for my build, because apparently like it works a lot better with the turbo builds, but I think that's if you have the turbo down here. But my turbo is going to be sitting up here. So affordable fuel injection sold me the harness. I paid for a little extra for the the nice coverings and stuff, but I basically have my key on, my switch. Well, no, my key on switch, my fuel pump power, and I have my battery, and I have my fans. This blue wire here I actually made, which it connects to the connector. I think this connector one, but this is actually my AC pressure sensor location. Since I'm not running AC on HP tuners, that's going to be the reference for my wideband. So the channel for HP tuners, they're going to use the AC pressure sensor 0 to 5 volt analog signal from the wideband. So the wideband is going to be sending a voltage through this wire to the AC pressure sensor signal location on the PCM. The PCM is going to take that data. It's going to take that data, and they're going to be able to read that data, but through the AC pressure sensor channel. But you can rename that channel anything you want. It's the wideband. But yeah, this right here is a vent for the transmission. I'm running a stock flywheel too. I can't think of anything else. I'll show you guys a video of the car, and another video of the turbo once I put it on. But this will be going in the car soon. I do want to run like the V8s and stuff. Hopefully everything goes well. I can't think of any more mods right now off the top of my head. But yeah, this is ready to go in the car, and we're gonna have some fun. I'm gonna keep you guys updated.